Becci Court, Harlow is 70, but why did you come to Harlow?
I came to Harlow in April 1974. I came from a little village called Belchford in Lincolnshire, which is near a town called Harlow Council, near Louth. You might have heard of that. I was 6. I came with my mum, who redeployed as a teacher, and in those days you got a house with a job. So she got a 4-bedroom house in Old Harlow, which was one of the townhouses at the bottom of the high street. And we came with my brother, my sister. My brother must have been about 18, and Harlow was really good because you could access different colleges, different routes of employment, and he went off to Pi Unicam in Ware to do radio and TV technician, which they probably don't do anymore. But he used to go off there every day. My sister went to sixth form in Herts and Essex, Bishop Stortford, so it's all very accessible from Old Harlow. And my mum got a job as a teacher in Peterswood Infant School, where she worked for about 17 years. And I went to the local Fulbert and Barnard primary school, which I hated actually. My mum had been a teacher in the village school where I came from, and I think I was used to having her there, so there was a lot of separation anxiety when I went to Fulbert and Barnard. But yeah, it was weird because we come from a village, ending up on the high street. I mean, look at the high street now, and you take it for granted there's a few shops there. That just looked huge for me. And the cake shop was just lovely. Dorrington's, never seen one before. I was up there every day buying a cake. My mum was up and down the high street doing the shopping, whereas in the village you would have to wait a week to go to a supermarket or so on. So it was a real big change for us. And I had this northern accent, which was very broad, which I quickly had to lose at school because a lot of the children kind of thought it was quite strange, and I was desperate to fit in, so I lost my accent. But when my dad used to come and see me on a Saturday, because he comes from Nottingham, my accent picked up again straight away, then I'd have to lose it again for Monday morning. But yeah, big changes for us.
How do you remember it being April 1974?
I don't know. I think my mum told me at the time, and it just stuck in my mind. I was 6. I was 7 in the August of that year, and I don't know why I remember that. It's just stuck in my mind. I remember growing up in Harlow thinking it was a very arty town. I remember seeing the sculptures thinking, why are they there? I didn't understand why they were there. Why don't people draw on them? Why aren't they taken away? But they are always there, and I think everyone has a kind of quite respect for them, really. A bit like stones in a stone circle that have been there for years. I think that's how I always felt about the sculptures.
That's a very interesting description, because even though this is talking to people and individuals and all, but that art and sculpture, and quite rightly, has always been respected and acknowledged.
Definitely,
over the years.
Definitely. I mean, in my teenage years, I probably was a little bit reckless, to say the least. And I used to go out with a gang of boys from Lady Shot, and you'd see all the sculptures everywhere, but no one ever touched them. No one ever leaned their bike on them, actually, if I remember rightly. But I went to Herts and Essex High School on the train into Old Harlow, from Old Harlow.
So why not Burnt Mill? Or Mark Hall?
I think my sister went to the 6th form at Herts and Essex. I think my mum always said to me, I want to give you the same opportunities as your sister. My brother had been to a grammar school before we came here. She said, and then you can't say that I treated you differently when you're older, because there was a big age gap. There's 11 years and 9 years between me and my sister and my brother. So I think she wanted me to follow suit. And I went to Herts and Essex, but we met on the train, girls from Harlow Town, who I'm still friends with now, caught up with each other on Facebook. And we used to travel into Bishop Stortford and travel out every day. So I had friends in Bishop Stortford, friends in Swordsworth, friends in Harlow. So I think it gave me a wealth of relationships and friendships. So I think I was quite lucky. At the time, trudging a mile down to Harlow Mill every morning at 7:15, I didn't think I was very lucky, but looking back on it retrospectively, I was.
So the second part, I guess, is, and you're still here. You're still here.
Yes.
So what is it you enjoy about life here in Harlow?
I think You never think about what you enjoy here, but when you move away, you realise what you've missed. We'd just come back from a holiday at Centre Parks, perfect holiday, but the people weren't the same as the people that serve you in shops here. They weren't as friendly, even though it was a holiday resort, and the people that were on holiday didn't move out the way for my mum, who's 87, who was walking along, and she had to move out the way for everybody. And she said, it's not like what it is back home. She said, everybody's so friendly. She gets buses into town every day, and she's in a little group that meet every Thursday, and she said the friendliness of people in Harlow, you don't really know it's there till you haven't got it anymore. And I think possibly, I've noticed that as I've got older. I think when you're younger, you don't really look at why you're staying. You just carry on doing things without really looking at the reasons.
So do you think the sense of community, although these things are often criticised, etc., do you think it's still there?
Yes, definitely. I'm very lucky to do the job that I do working for the council, because I see the good community work that goes on, the partnership working, and the camaraderie really. And I think if I didn't work in my job and I didn't take an interest in the community, I possibly wouldn't know it was there. And I think you're missing a trick. It's very easy to run the town down, but until you actually know what goes on behind the scenes, it's quite rewarding to know.
Because you're one of the key link personnel for the Harlow 70
Yes.
celebrations, and how I'm getting the feeling that you've had a lot of response. Is that true?
Absolutely. At the moment, I emailed people back in late December. At the moment, I have over 85 groups, organisations, businesses and individuals that are keen to work with us for Harlow 70. They're either running their own events and activities, they've already got things planned, but they're keen to promote the Harlow 70 community feel for their events. And it's been absolutely phenomenal. I just got loads of emails coming in. Everybody is really on board with it.
And do you think, back into this film for a second, do you think you're learning, getting involved in this and being a key person here, do you think you're learning more about Harlow as you're interacting with these people?
Definitely, and I think it's something I possibly pass on to my friends, definitely my family. I have a daughter in Burt Mill, I have a son in Durham's Primary School, my husband works locally. My daughter works as a casual worker in different council departments. And I'm always taking things back to them, and they're always feeding things into me, particularly for Harlow 70. I've got links at Burnt Mill now, and I've got links at Durham's, and I've got links within my husband's company. And this is how we can this is how I work. I like to involve people, who I know in what I'm doing. And I like to spread the good word as well, And
what about your children? Are they enjoying living in Harlow?
Yes, my middle daughter, Eva, goes to Burnt Mill, absolutely loves it. She loves going to school. And she said to me this morning, Mum, on Instagram, people put a broken heart when they go into school. She said, I'm just the opposite. I absolutely love it. She loves Burnt Mill, and I think she's hoping to go to the new sixth form that they're building, possibly on the old Passmore site. She can't wait. And my son loves school. He walks every day. He walks home. He walks a mile when he's only 10. Walks to school, walks back. They never have worries of safety. They never have many fears that sometimes is portrayed. I'm not sure why. They absolutely love it. And my daughter's 21 on Monday, Robin. I think she's hoping to come and work for the local authority, because she sees my area of work and she thinks it all looks so encouraging and rewarding. And she's just finishing her degree this year. Hopefully she'll do well in it, and I think she wants to kind of bring that back and see what she can put into her working role.
Becci Court, thank you very much for your time.